like, so my name is Yasmin, but sometimes I say Yasmin just for the ease of it. I'm kind of like training myself now not to say it that way, because like if I can say your name, like, so can you like, why not?
Right? Exactly.
Like even today in class, like he was pronouncing everybody's names and he said Yasmin. I was like, Yasmin. And then he's like, oh, sorry. So like, I think it's kind of awkward to like correct somebody, but like we should train ourselves to do it.
We should try a bit more. Like I've met a lot of people who are interested into like how to say other names, because like, I mean, like my name is a bit difficult for people to say. No one has ever got it. Like if they're not native speakers, they don't know how to
but
it.
I feel like the effort is definitely like appreciated.
Exactly.
Like even like sometimes when I meet a Chinese person, I ask for their like actual name. And they keep telling me like their other name. I'm like, no, what's your actual name? Like the name that you use. Like I really want to try here. So like I feel like they themselves appreciate it as much as we appreciate somebody pronouncing our name correctly when we're Arab or like any other country. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. Do you think that ASL made you more interested into learning a lot of other cultures other than the Arabic culture?
Yeah, definitely. And we have collaborated with, like, for example, OLAS, which is the Latino Association on campus. I feel like representing my culture and like people coming up to us kind of made me encouraged to like go up to other people and ask them questions. Like there was this like tea club, like a Chinese tea club that I signed up for, like the random things on campus, really. So it's kind of like an exchange of cultures, like when you're representing your own. So yeah, definitely.
What do you think the most important thing, or just like the most interesting thing when it comes to this stuff, when it comes to learning about other cultures?
How similar we all are, like literally we're all super similar, but people don't really realize that. So that is why I'm like, why does racism still exist? Like, the big question. But yeah, no, like Latinos, like Africans, like we're all, I mean, especially like sometimes, because like when you're Arab, you could also be African technically, and so many other things. So we're already like combined,
exactly,
or like we live in the same continent or something, so that automatically makes us similar in a way.
I mean, nowadays I think it's nearly impossible to find someone, let's say, purely Iraqi or purely Syrian or purely, like there's bits and bits and bits, like I haven't done my DNA test, but I know like a bit of countries that I could be from. Indian is one of them.
Exactly. You never know.
I was like, when I was a kid, and it's kind of, I'm not sure why is it a bad thing there, but like it's a bad thing to be called Indian in our countries. Pretty sure about Saudi Arabia, they literally abuse them.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
I'm really sad. And to the Indian community, I have already said, if someone tells me that I'm Indian, I'll be like, I'm proud, because like Indians are the most hardworking people that I've ever seen in my life. They're really hardworking. They don't care about like how long they work. They just like work.
Yeah, I don't know where that like kind of idea comes from, but I think it's kind of related to the fact that a lot of migrant workers come from there, which is not really an excuse. Like, people just use it as an excuse.
Exactly.
But I'm really glad that here, like living here, you don't really see much of these things.
No.